Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Skies of Arcadia Legends. In the last episode, we found the final 2 moonfish in the game and traded them in, and then it turned out our bird grew wings and flew away. That was pretty much it. So he flew away, and we ended up getting a couple of good prizes out of it. Not out of him flying away, mind you, but out of the whole endeavor. Mostly weapons for the crew, which I equipped 1 or 2 of them, but I hadn't equipped all of them because I didn't see the point. Then I blew all my money on seeds, and I made Fina into the most powerful magician in the history of magic. So yeah, I mean, granted, she would have to compete with, say, Jean and Eresh from Suikoden 5, or Luke from Suikodens 1 through 3, or what have you. But still, she's pretty darn powerful now. Anyway, in this episode, which, I'll be honest, is probably going to be 2 episodes, we're going to go find the discoveries that are left, because I want to find them. Darn it, I want them all. And I've got 51 of them now, or no, 50. How many do I have? I think I'm missing 30 of them, if I counted correctly. There's a lot of them that we haven't found yet. I mean, just take a look at these pages, for example. Yeah, we got a lot to find, so I'm going to go find them. And it's going to take a while, like I said, because, well, it's lots of discoveries and lots of time trying to find them and all that good stuff. So we're probably going to split this into 2 episodes, to be honest, because I want to go ahead and find them while I'm filming right now. And that means it's probably going to be an hour or more as far as episode-y stuff goes. So what I'll likely do is I'm probably going to split this into, since there are 30 discoveries I need to make, I'll probably cut it after the first 15, and then the next episode will be the other 15. And maybe turning them in, depending on how long it takes, because, whoa, boy, it's going to be a lot of money. So, yeah, I will go ahead and mention in advance that I am using a guide to find these discoveries, and you guys have mentioned some of these guides in the past, so I don't feel quite so bad about using a discovery guide now. I wanted to try to find as many of them during the game's story and so on as I could just naturally, but now I want to make sure that I get all of them, so I am going to be using a guide to find the rest. Now, I'm only really going to be aware of them for when I'm looking for them, so I'm not sitting here and going, oh, I'm spoiling everything immediately. I'm going to be paging through and finding each of them as I can, so yeah, should be interesting. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and head off, and we'll start making our way over to the first discovery, and I will see you guys when we get there. You've found the Silver Moon Pit! Only small islands such as Pirate Isle and Shrine Isle lie in the area where silver moonstones fall, so deposits this large are very hard to come across. Legends say that the silver moonstones hold the powers of life, but the truth remains unknown. Well, if Galcian has any say, the silver moonstones will hold the power of the Rains of Destruction, so bleh to him. I just want to check to see if anything's here, for instance, or while I'm at it. I don't think so, but you know what, why not check while I'm here? One thing I will mention about finding some of these discoveries is, to some degree, this is going to be made easier by the fact that the winds are swept aside in South Ocean, but to some degree also, the problem is a little bit tougher when it comes to especially finding stuff around here, because this area was that spot that was set aside, that was just sort of stuck by itself and you couldn't really get through there otherwise. Well, yeah, that's not there anymore, so this first discovery is right around here, but you're going to have a hard time trying to find it if you had been basing it on previous locations, like I was, so it took me a minute to try to find it. Anyway, that's discovery number 1, so I will check my journal, and I will see you guys for the next one. You have found the Garpa fruits! And to be perfectly honest, I probably should have found these when I was at Ixataka proper, so shame on me. A vined plant that hangs from the bottom of the continent. Its stem contains a powerful hallucinogen, and it has been used for medicinal and religious purposes throughout the ages. It's also commonly used in local delicacies. Yeah, I think they actually mentioned something about this when we were in Horteka, so, I mean, go figure on that one. Alright, well, on to the next one! You have found the ancient palace. It looks strangely Yafutoman, actually. A beautiful old castle that stands near a lake in central Valua. Local legends of evil wizards and mysterious disappearances were revived when various potions and torture devices were discovered in the dungeons beneath the castle. Wow, that's quite the history, my goodness. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, an interesting one. Still think it looks more Yafatoman than Valuan, but whatever. Anyway, the next set of discoveries I think are going to come fairly close together, so I'm going to go ahead and step over, and I will see you guys for the next, well, basically 3 coming up. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for whatever this is. It's a flying discovery. You found the ghost ship! Hey, I'll take a diversion for that. An unmanned shipwreck that continues to wander the skies. Many sailors tell of a ghost ship that appeared suddenly from the fog. Some claim that it was once the ship of the great air pirate Dukat, but no evidence has been found to support it. I just happened to... Okay, here's where I am. I was flying, trying to find the next discovery, which I didn't find, by the way, at least not yet. And I just happened to see it above the clouds, so I thought, you know what, let's go for it. Thinking, you know what, maybe it's worth something, and it turns out it was. So, alright, I'm going to go back to try to find the other discovery that I didn't find, and I'll see you guys, well, hopefully when I find it. If not, I'll move on to one of the others, because I'm kind of having some trouble with this one. So, but I'll fly around a bit, and then I will see you guys back when I find the next one. You found the balloon flower! Which I'm thinking was an invisible discovery, and ironically, when I found the last one, I was way the crap away from it, so go figure. A curious plant, whose colorful fruit sways in the wind like a balloon. When the thin outer shell is popped, a sweet fragrance is released. It was often seen throughout the world at more peaceful times, but of late, the fruits are seldom seen. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I think from what I could tell on the list, the next couple of discoveries are over in the Land of Ice, so I'm gonna head over there and I'll see you guys when I find them. You have found the ice bird! Wow, that was a tough one to track down. A strange bird that lives on islands of ice. Its small wings are not suited for flight, so it feeds by jumping for fish that float nearby. They are model parents. Males and females take turns caring for an egg, never leaving it until it hatches. It's a penguin! And it's moving. You notice it's moving under the illustration there? Haha, that's fun! Oh, I wish I could see that on camera. Unfortunately, it's not on camera anymore. Okay, so where am I on this? Oh, there it is. Alright, so where am I? It's kind of weird. This one's in an odd spot. Basically, it's just west of the ruins of ice. Except, you notice I'm kind of looking out over the continent, I guess. That's kind of where this is, so it's kind of tough to find, actually, just FYI. Alright, let's see. So, next up, I need to head, I think, this way. So, yeah, let me head up this way, and I'll see you guys when I find the next discovery, which should be pretty close by. You have found the frozen giant! On the side of a cube of ice, too. A giant furry animal, perfectly preserved in ice for more than 20,000 years. It's unknown how the creature came to be frozen here. Perhaps it fell into a crack in a glacier while chasing its prey, or was instantly frozen in some catastrophe. Oh boy, that sounds fun. Okay, so first off, where am I? I am on the north, basically east corner of the continent. And a good way that I saw to find this is you see that island right there that's a little ways up. It's probably about there-ish. Looks a lot like Crescent Island. That was my guidepost on that one. So, yay, I found it. Oh gosh, some of these places though, I mean really as far as trying to find discoveries, they really expect you to look everywhere. And that's of course I'm sure part of the point. So, alright, let's go on to some more discoveries, shall we? You have found the blimp wreck. Oh, about time. Before the advent of ships, blimps ruled the skies as the means of exploration. Here lie the ruins of one man's dreams. He tried time and time again to repair his blimp and cross the dark rift, but was defeated by the fierce winds. Whoopsie. Sorry to hear that. Okay, here's the dark rift. Here's your discovery. Any questions? Yeah, the directions on this one were a little misleading because it said look for a crystal-shaped island. There's a few of them around here, so it kind of tripped me up a little bit, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so I believe my next discovery is a little ways to the south here, because I'm going right about there. So I will see you guys when I get over there and find that discovery. You have found the giant squid nest! That doesn't look like a nest, it looks like a squid tomb. We thought it was just a big rock, but when we threw the anchor, this huge eyeball opened up and these red legs came out of nowhere. We just ran for it and barely made it out with our ship in one piece. An anonymous sailor. Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. If I had to fight that thing, granted the Delphinus would probably rip it to shreds, but still, I can't say I'd be particularly looking forward to that sort of thing. Alright, so, of course we got that one, so I'll see you guys when I find the next one. You have found the Wanderbirds! I got really lucky with this one, I think. The Wanderbirds are large migratory birds from the far north, revered since ancient times as symbols of long life. Their cry is rarely ever heard, but the clarity and beauty of their song is said to put all other birds to shame. Now here's why apparently I'm lucky with this. The guide that I'm following for this basically told me to go to Mount Kazai and reset. So yeah, apparently it was a little picky on that, and said, hey, you just ought to try again later. Also, hi. Okay. Yep. We can. But yeah, it basically said, hey, go to Mount Kazai and reset, then go north to the Guardian Walls, and then look west. So, which is, as it turns out, pretty much exactly where I found them. But, whoa, boy, did I get lucky on that front. Very much so. Alright, so, there you go. On to the next one. You have found the Deers! And it's, wow, okay, hi. Once upon a time, there was a gentle creature called the Deers that lived in the forest. The villagers believed that getting kicked by the Deers would make them rich, so they chased him around until he ran away. A Yafutoman fairy tale. Oh, it's sad. Why'd you run the Deers away, you jerks? Okay, well, now I found it. On to the next one. You have found the Spice Island. Wow, okay, in the middle of nowhere too. A small remote island where a pure spring nurtures a wide variety of herbs and spices. The water in the spring has medicinal value due to the abundant herbs nearby. Perhaps this beautiful garden is the true fountain of youth. Wow, there are so many herbs and spices growing here. I've never seen so many in one place before. It's amazing. This place truly is a treasure island. But we really shouldn't disturb the island too much. Yeah, I suppose that if we took too many of the seeds and stuff that the trees might not be able to grow back. But I'm sure it would be okay just to take a little bit, right, Vice? I swear, Ika, you and your just a little bit. Alright, we'll take something with us. Oh wow, so I got a spice from it, okay. Okay, so where is this? It is right here, pretty much. And basically what I did was I flew over to the Uguisu's nest, which is somewhere right about here, and just went north. Just go north and kind of keep a lookout for the compass going bleh, and then you'll find it. If you want to kind of look at it that way, it's southwest of Yafutoma. I don't know, you could do that too. Either way works fine. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Looks like I need to visit Ryukon's island for the next one, so I'll see you guys a little ways down south. You have found the Inverse Isle, which, wow, that definitely fits the name. A strange island where the trees and everything else are upside down. The current theory is that this confusing phenomenon may be caused by a flux in the gravitational pull caused by the presence of black moonstones at the center of the Dark Rift. Hey, that's as good an explanation as anything else I'm likely to hear on this. Okay, so, where am I again? I am down here. Basically what I did, went to Ryukon's island, went north, And essentially, once you get past... Where'd it go? Where'd the rock go? Once you get past this rock right here, start pushing A, and you find it. Alright, so that's the next one, and so I think there are going to be a few more before we finish up, so let's go see them. You have found the observatory! And I should have been more observant when I was scouting the plateaus of the area of Ixataka. A civilization once flourished in this land under the Green Moon. The observatory built on the Ixatakan Plateau speaks to their advanced study of astronomy, but they could do not as watch as a shower of moonstones destroyed their culture. Ah, poor guys, I know how you feel on that one. Alright, so, the last discovery we're going to get for this episode is actually having to do with Gordo's Bistro, so, well, I guess we get to... is to some degree pay a visit to the old chef once again. We interrupt our regularly scheduled search program to go, what the f is that? And it tried to aggro me too, so... is this the fourth giant monster that I've got to fight? I'm thinking so. Yeah, we're gonna save you for later, methinks. You have found the eclipse point. I'm really not sure how, I just mashed A and kind of went with it. The only place in the world where a lunar eclipse can be observed at predictable intervals. Eclipses where a golden ring can be seen around the moon are seen as good omens, and complete eclipses are said to portend an impending disaster. Well, okay then. Sure. Okay, so where am I? I am basically north of Looper Point. Or Looper's Nest, whatever it was called, Looper's Nest. It's right about here, roughly. It's kind of hard to find. It's one of those that you've got to be mashing A to find. Of course, while I was searching for this, I discovered a... I'm not even sure how to describe the specimen. Oh my god. That thing! Alright, so, it just so happened, well, for one, the discovery that I was planning on making around Gordo's Bistro, I couldn't get it. The guide that I'm using actually said, hey, save and reset and blah blah blah, and that didn't work, so I'm gonna have to try it again later, I guess. But anyway, next time on Skies of Arcadia Legends, we're gonna take this thing on. Yeah, him. Because, yeah, we got some more discovering to do, but I want to go after him first. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.